Welcome to Breakthrough with Jeff. This is the place where playing small is not familiar, where we don't shrink back, we don't look back, we break patterns, we shift identities, we rise with power and live life with zero limits. So are you ready? Are you ready? Okay, so let's go. Now, I've said here again and again, if you are stuck, it is not because you are broken. It is because your identity is outdated. You are running on an outdated software. Now, in this episode, you will learn how to reprogram your mind, reprogram your identity from inside out, and create lasting change, one that doesn't fade away. This is episode number 5. If you've been following me on this channel, this is episode number 5, and we're looking at reprogram your identity for lasting change. Now, if this is your first time to hear about these episodes, I want you to go back and be sure to listen to episode 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then come to episode number 5. You'll be able to flow with this framework of breaking patterns that limit your life. So today we are looking at programming your identity for permanent change. Let's do this. You don't get what you want. I'm sure you've heard of this. You don't get what you want. You always get who you are. Let me let that sink. You can never outperform your self-image. You can never outperform. You always act consistently with who you are. You can never consistently act in ways that contradict your identity. It's not possible. Most people try to change their behavior without changing the blueprint that runs that behavior. And this is what makes Destiny Life Coaching special. We don't focus on behavior change. We focus on the identity that creates that behavior. And once our clients recreate a new identity, reshape their identity, recreate that identity, their story changes for good. And so instead of thinking behavior change, which is what the last almost 20 years, psychology has been focused on behavior change. There's a new wave of change, of depth. And this is identity level change. That's what Destiny Life Coaching stands for. And if you love yourself, then you want to find yourself. You can't love what you don't know. You have to redefine yourself. Redefine your self-identity so you can live from a place of power. If you keep saying, I want to be confident, but deep down, you believe you are not worthy. I want to be confident, but deep down, you believe you are not worthy. Deep down, your identity will keep winning every single time. We create these identities and then they create us. They create our destiny. And so you cannot win against the identity that is your true identity. It's always winning. Now, common sense tells you then you just need to reset your identity so that you can win. Yes, that's where the work is. The work is in the identity, not in the behavior. You keep changing your behavior, You're not going to change. In the next 100 years, you'll still be the same person, bearing the same fruit, because you're rooted in the wrong ground. You need to ground yourself in your true identity. You can't win against your identity. But once you redefine your identity can never lose. It will always win. Ooh, it will always win. It's undefeatable. Your identity is undefeatable. The one that is winning right now is not you. It's not your true identity. The one that is giving you the results that you have today in your relationships, in your career, is not really your true identity. It's not your true story. It's not you. And you know deep down in your heart, that's not you. And so when you make identity level change, you remember who you are. You remember who you are. And that's how you begin to win. That's how you begin to create a new world. You begin to create a new expression of your true, authentic self. And once you win with your identity, once you're clear on this identity and you recondition it, it doesn't need your advice. It doesn't even need a coach. It doesn't even need help. It will work and win all the time. So your work, redefine your self-identity. Redefine yours. That is the biggest work. All right, so let's do this. Let me ask you a question. Who are you and who do you believe you are? Who do you think you are? Let me ask it that way. Who do you think you are? And who do you believe you are when no one is watching? Who are you when no one is watching? Think about it. Who am I? Am I the fearful person? Am I the broken guy? Am I the scared person? Am I the inconsistent parent, spouse, son, brother, sister, employee, employer? Who am I? That's not the true you. You have to go deeper to find who you truly are. Because our current identity has been shaped by other people's opinions of you. So, who are you? I want to pause there and let you write that down. Who am I now? And write it without edit. Who am I now? Now, to help you even more, I want you to write this down. What patterns do you repeat automatically without even thinking? What patterns do you keep repeating over and over and over again? What patterns do you keep repeating? Because the patterns can tell you who you are. What patterns do I repeat automatically? It's like I'm a robot with this pattern. What are those patterns? Write them down. What are the patterns that you keep repeating? Now, another question. What do I expect from myself and from others? What do I expect from myself? Write that down. What do you expect from yourself? Write that down. What do I expect? I asked someone this question. Given your patterns, do you expect to be the person you aspire to be? Do you expect to get to where you're going? And of course, we're coming from a generation of looking outside of ourselves to shape our destiny. And so someone goes like, oh, with God's help. Really, with God's help, and you are loaded with those limiting patterns, with God's help, and you're married to a limiting pattern, you have to divorce that limiting patterns if you're to be honest with yourself. How can you say with God's help when you are actually married? You have a covenant relationship with your patterns. You have a covenant relationship with that negative pattern of thinking small, of looking down on yourself, of thinking you're a second-class citizen. You have a covenant relationship with low self-esteem. You have a covenant relationship with anxiety. You have a covenant relationship with fear. How do you say, oh, if God willing, hello? Even if God is willing, what can God do when you're already married to fear? It really will take you making that decision, because even the Bible says God has given you everything you need for life and righteousness. So you're waiting on God. God has been waiting on you. When are you going to tell yourself the truth? That this is not who I am. And this does not serve my highest intentions. And I'm done with this identity. I am enough. I am powerful enough. I'm confident enough. And you begin to make peace with yourself. Make peace with your true identity. And make peace with the fact that the kingdom is within you. It's not outside of you. There's no help coming from outside of you. And what I do in this program, and I really want to work with you. So if you've not really clicked on the bell notification, I want you to do that today. And forward this to 6 people in your circle. That's the practice of the Destiny Life Coaching course. Make sure you've done that. Forward it to 6 people. And do it as a way to activate your breakthrough. Because I believe if you can give to 6 people, really, the universe will open up for you. What do I expect from myself? Even when the inner conversation is opposed to where I'm going. Because I keep saying I am abundant. But deep inside, my true identity believes in poverty. My true identity believes in limitedness. My true identity believes in smallness. Everywhere I go, I'm just squeeze people into smallness. I just appear somewhere and darkness begin to develop. And I say, I am the light of the world. So that inconsistent, that inner conflict within you is the enemy. Stop rebuking the devil. He exists only within your patterns. The devil is in the details of your patterns. In fact, when you deal with the patterns, you will realize, oh, there was actually no enemy. There's an African proverb that says, if there's no enemy within you, The enemies outside of you can do you no harm. Woo! Tweet about tweet. If there is no enemy within you, the enemies outside of you can do you no harm. If there is no devil within you, the devils outside of you cannot harm you. The kingdom is within you. If you can only focus on winning within you, focus on the kingdom within you, focus on changing your inner conversation. Did you know that every single day you talk to yourself at least 62,000 times? 62,000 negative stories that are coming from who you are deep inside, but in your head you're telling yourself, yeah, I'm going to conquer. This is my year. This is my time. And then you go to those counts, you just get inspired, and in the moment you just get psyched, but after a week you sit back with your true self, you go home and find them staring at you, waiting for you at the door. The true self that gets triggered so easily when someone shows you their thinking. That's why you want to control people, because you're so insecure. That's your true self, the one that is so insecure you can't let people be who they were created to be, the true self. Now, I'm not telling you rebuke the true self in Jesus' name. The self that is inside of you that is not consistent with your higher self, the current self. I'm not saying you rebuke them. No, that will not even help. That's even ridiculous to do. What you need to do is, the first step of breakthrough is awareness, is be aware that the life you're living today is not your life. You're living someone else's story. You're living someone else's hopes and dreams, and they are limited. Do you know how bold you are? Do you know how courageous you are? Do you know how unstoppable you are in your true element, in the element of the person you are created to be? So you have to make a covenant with that new self, with the true self. Make an agreement with your true identity. Once you are clear on how you're showing up and how inauthentic you are, then you should not just feel guilty and feel bad and feel, worthless. No, that's our motivation, is to know this is not who you are. Identities are powerful. By the way, there's one person, I was just watching some of the clips on TikTok, and I saw this politician. His name is Riggy G. This is a man who really understands identities. He's very, very, very smart guy, by the way. And like right now, I mean, the identity of cousins. We are cousins. That's an identity. It has rocked the entire nations. We are cousins. Hi, cousin. Hi, cousin. Hi, cousin. The guy is creating a narrative of a new identity. And that's how powerful identities are. They can redefine the entire story. They can redefine the way you see yourself. And that's why I believe, with the core of my being, I only believe in identity level coaching. If it's not identity level coaching, I don't see it worth my money. So that's the shift. That's really where the true shift is. And so you want to be honest with yourself. This is who I am. Ask yourself those questions, and don't be scared to face yourself. These questions are not just for awareness. They are for rewiring your identity. They rewire your self-identity. but you must expose the outdated software first before you install a new one. You must expose the old one before you install the new one. You don't wait to become someone new. No, you decide. You decide who you are and then condition it into your nervous system. You decide who you are and then condition it to your nervous system. Now, many influencers know this is how to influence people. And so you find yourself doing things for people without knowing, okay, so what about myself? Where am I? Who am I? And so sometimes when you don't define yourself, you get lost in the crowds. You're just following. You're just following. Hi, cousins. You find yourself, hi, cousins. You don't know, okay, so what is happening? And the thing about finding yourself and redefining your identity is you actually find your true brain. So sometimes we lose our brain in following people. We lose our brain in following religion. We lose our brain. What about you? When will you think? Because we lose our mind when we lose ourselves. Because when you don't have yourself, you don't really think for yourself. As a man thinketh, so is he. But if he's not thinking, who is he? So it's your responsibility, it's mine too, to decide, who am I? Who are you? And you want to begin to speak that out. Use your daily affirmations and the inner conversation that you have with yourself to speak it aloud every day. Visualize it with emotion, with power. Anchor it in your system on a daily basis. Make a commitment to your new identity like your life depends on it, because guess what? It does. Now, for instance, if you say, I am a powerful communicator, I speak with clarity and calmness, then go ahead, make the call, teach that class, ask the questions. That's what powerful communicators do. What your identity does, and very soon it will be so natural for you. Repetition is the mother of identity. Do it until it becomes natural for you. Do it until it's authentic to you. Do it until it's you. That's all I'm saying. So you're not just reprogramming your mind. You're actually retraining your body. You're anchoring your body, because now this is now a deeper step. If you just change your identity in the head and say, oh, yeah, I see myself this way, there's what we call body intelligence. The body has got intelligence. The body knows when you're serious about something. The body responds. Like you see a lion, the body will respond. Either you just collapse and die, the body will have to respond, because this is serious. You see a snake, the body responds. You see a frog, the body will respond. The body change requires body level change. It's not just in your head. It has to be, the body has to be trained to anchor that communication, to anchor that voice, to feel enough, to feel complete, to feel okay to being on the limelight. The body has to walk the talk and the thought in your head. You cannot outrun your body posture. You cannot talk those positive affirmations and motivational speaking and the body is depressed. Your posture is your presence. You have to anchor your posture. Walk like the version of you that is going towards your destiny. You know, sometimes we confess something and then the body is walking the opposite direction. You know, I'm so confident. I just want you to know. No, you want to walk in line with the body, has to walk in line with what you're saying and what you're thinking and what you're feeling. Walk like the version of you that you want to become. Walk like that rich, loaded guy. Walk like that confident, bold person. Walk like that unstoppable person that lives her dream. Walk like that person that already is in their ideal relationship. Talk like that person that is already the coach that you desire to be. Begin to communicate just like that person. Begin to breathe like that person. Begin to walk like that person because you are that person. Don't wish to be that person. Just be, act, speak like them, make decisions like them, think like them, feel like them, anchor them, mirror them. This is how you become, the new identity becomes real. Don't just perform it. I'm talking about embodying it in your system. You know, sometimes I get a call like this one. Someone was appointed by the president and they didn't expect it. And they called me in the morning. Jeff, they'll be at my door. The news guys will be at my door. Can we meet? I said, I can't just train that person to think positive, say this, say no. You're going to identity level change, changing the identity, see it, feel it, focus on it, and then anchor it in the body in one session. Now that's what we call breakthrough intervention coaching. You can get a breakthrough in one session. You don't need 12 sessions, 24 sessions, 2 years of coaching. You can get what you want. Every session can have a result. Every session can have a result. So my question was, what results are you looking for? At the end of this conversation, we narrow on that and boom, watched her on TV the next morning. Super. You can't believe it's the same person. And some of us, by the way, we see some of these people in the media and we think they are extraordinaries. Most of them have coaches. They actually have coaches. There are people who help them rewire their mind and prepare for these meetings. And so for you, when you watch them, you're like, and then you think, you're like, guy. Oh. It's like the Rigiji style. Guy. You just think, No. These people have coaches. No one gets anywhere without a coach. All of us need a mirror. And the mirror helps us to really look at ourselves and say, is this me? Is this my true identity? Is this me playing at my fullest potential? Is it me? And some of us, we look at the mirror and then we ignore it. Some of us look at the mirror and then crush the mirror. Oh my, that doesn't change you. That doesn't change you. So you got to look at the mirror and then be honest and vulnerable enough to work on what the mirror shows you. And so embody it, bring it into your body. So identity change requires daily repetition. After you're clear on the identity, repeat every day. Practice, focus on that, focus every day. In fact, if you've been following me on my YouTube channel, I've shared 7 days of changing your story. Please, you can go to Destiny Life Coaching channel and look for those videos. There are about 4 videos that I share. The 7 days of redefining and rewriting your story. And each day I give you what to do from Monday all the way to Sunday. It's an identity shift. It's a daily conditioning of your mind, because you can't say, oh, I've done enough breathing. This is who you are. If you're not breathing, you're dead. If you're not yourself, then you're dead to yourself. That means you're someone else. Okay, so You have to be yourself. You can't be yourself enough. You're like, oh, you know, I just thought of taking a break, coach. Yeah, I've done this thing for 2 months now. I just thought, I mean, why not? Hello? Like how? How do you take a break from breathing? This is your identity. This is who you are. So there's no break, brother. There's no break, my sister. This is who we are, and we are happy about it. We're driven. We celebrate. We honor it. There's no other support we give before the support of our true identity. Love your neighbor as you've learned to love yourself. Self first. And if you tell your neighbor you love them and you don't love yourself, you are a liar. You're lying. It's not love. You don't. Go love yourself first. Enda ushibe kwanza. Well, if you see a naked man offering you a shirt, please run. Run for your life. A naked man offering you a shirt, run. So it begins with you. You first. It got to be you first. Your self-identity. Find yourself. That's why I run retreats for coaches, because even though you are a coach, you also need a coach. And every July, we meet in Malindi for a retreat like no other. This is a retreat that reshapes identities. It's a retreat where one-on-one in Malindi, we go through in-depth identity shift. You're never the same again. We don't just redefine your coaching business. No, we redefine who you are as a person. Once that happens, everything else will fit into place. And so identity change requires immersion. You have to put yourself there totally, completely. This is who I am. It's a dedication. It's not a contract. It has no end. Once you find yourself, you don't look back. Once you find your true self, there is no looking back. You can say, I've been myself now for 10 years. It's time to take a break. To be who? My friend, life is too short to be anyone else. Be you and do you. So let me give you some rituals that some daily habits you can practice to help you in your reconditioning of the new identity. 1, read. After writing down your new identity statement, I want you to read it aloud every morning. Don't get tired. Every morning until you can say it without even thinking about it. Read it. In the morning, read it. Say, this is who I am. I am an agent of change. I am an unstoppable agent of change. I am a wealthy transformer of nations. Ooh, I am a bold, confident agent of change. And then midday, I want you to act and remember and act in alignment with it. So in the morning, affirm it. Midday, act in alignment with it. In the evening, I want you to journal. Journal the evidence. Look, the Bible says, count your cost. Now, look back in the day and say, oh, where did I live in alignment? What was the evidence that confirms who I am? So you're going to notice some conversations where you showed up powerfully. I want you to remember. Now, what you're doing is you're reconditioning your mind to your new identity if you do this on a daily basis. This is not positive thinking. This is called neurological dominance. You are rewiring your brain for a new system. You are installing a new software in your mind. If you do this and follow through, you're rewiring your brain to what is true, to your true identity. So, my friend, you are not stuck. You've been loyal to a false identity. You've been loyal to an identity that was never yours. And starting today, you begin a new chapter of your life. You reprogram your mind. You are reprogramming who you are by following those steps in this video. And in case you're ready to take this deeper and ready to activate your true identity, I would like you to book a private coaching session with me, a private breakthrough coaching session with me. And so down there below, I'll leave a free consultation session link where you can connect with me at any time so we can take this to the next level. I know for some of us, we've been here for so long, it can't wait. We can't wait for the next session. And in the next episode, the episode 6, will be dropping soon. I'll be talking about how to unlock your breakthroughs for life. Watch this. And if you're already, by the way, if you've already followed me and taken the actions in this session, I want you to type down there, I choose my new identity. Comment down there under this video, I choose my new identity. And as usual, we are givers here. I want you to give this video to at least 6 people, like we said at the beginning, at least 6 people in your life that you matter most to you. Let them know how much you love them and that, you know, their world and their life matters. How they grow and expand matters to you. Please share this with 6 people that matter to you and tell them it's a gift from you. Thank you. And God bless you. See you again here in the next episode at Breakthrough with Jeff. This is the place where we live life with 0 limits.